Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 40. In this video, I will be explain atomic and molecular masses. Okay, but before the explaining atomic and molecular masses, again I revise Dalton atomic theory. See, in 1808, Dalton published a new system of chemical philosophy. According to the Dalton proposed these 4 points. Matter consists of individual atoms. Then all atoms of a given element have identical properties, including identical mass. Atoms of different elements differ in mass. And then compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. Then after chemical reaction involve reorganization of atoms, these are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. So these are main 4 points according to the Dalton. Okay. Then after, okay, and Dalton theory could explain the laws of the chemical combination, but it could not explain the law of gaseous volumes. Okay, and could not provide the reason for combining of atom. Okay, clear? So which is later explained by other scientists. So these are in short way Dalton atomic theory. So next is atomic and molecular mass. So generally you have to know, already known about atom is very small and its mass is very small, because actually very small, because atoms are extremely small. Okay, clear? So atomic mass, that is means like generally way we have to determine. See, in 19th century, scientists could determine the mass of one atom relative to the another by experimental means. Okay, and like hydrogen. Hydrogen is the lightest atom. Okay, and assigned a mass of 1 only without any units. Okay, and other elements were assigned mass relative to it. So the present system of the atomic masses is based on the carbon 12. Okay, presently atomic mass of the other, so based on the carbon 12 as the standard and has been agreed upon in the 1961. Okay, so carbon 12 is one of the isotopes of carbon and can be represented by 12 carbon. Okay, 12C. Okay, and then 12 carbon assigned a mass of exactly 12 atomic mass unit. So AMU, atomic mass unit. Okay, so this is the depend on 12 carbon. Carbon is a standard way. Okay, so masses of all other atoms are given relative to this standard. Okay, so definition of the atomic mass unit AMU. One atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1/12 of the mass of the one carbon 12 atom. Okay, clear? One atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1/12 of the mass of the one carbon 12 atom. So 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit, is equal to 1.66056 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So for hydrogen, mass of an atom is equal to 1.6736 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So in the terms of the AMU, so mass of the hydrogen atom, this divide by the 1 AMU. Okay, so 1.0078 AMU of hydrogen atom. Okay, similarly the mass of the oxygen 16, okay, atom would be 15.995 AMU. Okay, the mass of the oxygen 16 atom would be 15.995 AMU. So at a present AMU replaced by U. Okay, at a present AMU replaced by U, and which is known as unified mass. U is known as unified mass. Okay, when we use atomic mass of elements in calculation, so we actually use average atomic mass of elements, which are explained below. Okay, then average atomic mass. Here you see, carbon have many naturally occurring elements exist as more than one isotopes. Okay, average atomic, that is means one isotope, that is means same atomic number but mass is different, so known as isotopes. Okay, so carbon has many natural occurring elements exist as a more than one isotopes. So we take like example carbon. So carbon atomic number is same 666, but atomic mass 12, 13, 14. Okay, and its relative abundance is different. 12 carbon abundances, that is means occurrence 98.892, 13 carbon 1.108, 14 carbon 2.10 raised to power minus 10. So atomic mass of 12 carbon 12, 13 carbon 13.00 and 14 carbon at 14.00. Then average atomic mass, wall mass of the carbon will come out be this one. See, relative abundance 98.892. So we have to write 0.98892 into 12 atomic mass multiplied 12. Then 13 carbon relative abundance, so 1.108. So we have to write this one because 0.0 amount 0.01108 multiply 13 this way, this value, then again plus combined. Okay, so then calculate. So this atomic mass comes 12.011 mu, average atomic mass, right? Okay, so many naturally occurring elements exact more than one isotopes, just example carbon. Okay, so we have to find this type of average atomic mass. Clear? Then next topic is molecular mass. Molecular mass is the sum of the atomic mass of the elements present in a molecule. Okay, and it is obtained by multiplying the atomic mass of each element by number of its atom and adding them together. For example, molecular mass of methane, and which contains 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atom, can be obtained. C. Like example CH4. So carbon atomic mass is 12. So actual atomic mass you write 12.011 mu. How many? 1 only. So into 1 plus hydrogen 4. So 1.008 mu its atomic mass. So then calculate. So 16.043 mu its molecular mass of the methane. Okay. So molecular mass of the methane. So molecular mass is the sum of the atomic mass of the elements present in a element. Okay. So it is obtained by multiplying the atomic mass of each element by the number of its atom and then adding them together. Like see example, molecular mass of the water H2O. So here hydrogen 2, okay, into hydrogen atomic mass 1.008 mu plus oxygen atomic mass 16 multiply 1. So 16 mu. Okay, so calculate. So 18.02 mu a molecular mass of the water, right? Then next topic is formula mass. Okay, formula mass that we have to find. See, atomic mass, mass for atom, molecular mass for molecule, but formula mass for ion. Okay, some substance like sodium chloride, NaCl, do not contain discrete molecules as their constituents unit. So in such compounds, positive ion sodium ion and negative ion chloride ion entities are arranged in 3D way, this way. Okay, so 3D way structure. So it may be noted that in sodium chloride, one Na plus ion is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ion. Okay, vice versa. So the formula such as NaCl is used to calculate the formula mass comparison than molecular mass. Okay, so in ionic way we have to find formula mass instead of molecular mass. Okay, because sodium chloride does not exist as a single entity. See, formula mass of the sodium chloride formula NaCl. So Na atomic mass of the sodium 23 mu and then atomic mass of the chlorine 35.5 mu. So calculate 58.5 mu. So similar we have to procedure same from molecular mass. Okay, but we have to say molecular mass, that is means mass of the atoms, total mass of the atom. Okay, and NaCl mass of the ionic compound. Clear? So formula mass. Like problem 1.1. Calculate the molecular mass of glucose C6H12O6 molecule. Okay, calculate the molecular mass of glucose C6H12O6 molecule. So C6H12O6. So formula. So molecular mass. So this is the molecule way. Carbon's 12 atomic mass. So 12, and how many atoms of carbon? 6. So 6 into 12.011 mu plus hydrogen. Here atomic mass is 1.008 mu and 12 hydrogen. So hydrogen 12. So atomic mass of the hydrogen 1.008 mu plus oxygen atomic mass is 16.00 mu and how many atoms here? 6. So 6 into 16.00 mu. So calculate 6 into 12 12 into 1.008, 6 into 16. So calculate. So this molecular mass comes for glucose. Okay. The next topic is mole concept and molar masses, and this is the already explained in my last video, but again I say atoms and molecules are very small in size. You already known about. Okay. So their numbers in even a small amount of any substance is really very large. So to handle the large numbers, a unit of convenient magnitudes is required. Okay. So like we denote like 1 dozen for 12 atoms, score for 20 atoms, gross for 144 items. So we use the idea of mole to count entities at the microscopic level, like atoms, molecule, particles, electrons, ions, right? Okay, so in SI system, mole, M-O-L-E, symbol, mole. Mole is says quantity based, okay, but its symbol is MOL, mole. Okay, so was the introduced as 7th base quantity for the amount of a substance. Okay, in SI system, mole, M-O-L-E, mole symbol is MOL, was introduced as 7th base quantity for the amount of a substance. So 1 mole is the amount of a substance that contains as many particles or entities. There are atoms in exactly 12 gram or 0.012 kilogram of the 12 carbon isotopes. Okay, so this is the definition of the 1 mole. So 1 mole is the amount of the substance that contains as many particles or entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram or 0.012 kilogram of the 12 carbon isotopes. Okay, so this is the definition of the 1 mole. So that is means the mole of a substance always contains the same number of entities. So what substance, no matter what the substance may be, okay, like determine this the number precisely. The mass of a carbon 12 was determined by mass spectrometer and found to be equal to 1.992648 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. So knowing that 1 mole of a carbon weighs 12 gram, so the number of the atoms in it is equal to, so divide 12 gram divide by this value. Okay, so this atoms per mole comes 6.022137 into 10 to the power 23 atoms per mole. Okay, so this number of, see this value, this number of entities in 1 mole is important, so important that it is given a separate name and symbol. It is known as Avogadro constant. Again I say this number 6.022 number of entities in 1 mole is so important because that is given, it is given a separate name and symbol. It is known as Avogadro constant, and Avogadro number denoted by Na. Okay, so in honor of the Amedeo Avogadro. So to appreciate the largeness of this number, let us write it with all zeros without using in any power of tens. Okay, so see, so to appreciate the largeness of this number, let us write it with all zeros without using any powers of 10. 6, 0, 2, 2, 1, 3, 6, 7, these zeros. Okay, so hence so many entities like atoms, molecules or any other particles constitute 1 mole of a particular substance. Okay, so therefore we have to say 1 mole of hydrogen atoms 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. 1 mole of water molecules 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 water molecules. 1 mole of sodium chloride, so 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 formula units of sodium chloride. So it is the easier to the know the mass of the 1 mole of a substance or the constituent entities. So definition is molar mass. The mass of 1 mole of a substance in gram is called its molar mass. Okay, clear? Molecular mass written in mu, right? But mass of the 1 mole of a substance in gram is called its molar mass, and molar mass in gram and is numerically equal to atomic, molecular and formula mass in mu. So molar mass of the water 18.02 gram per mole, and molar mass of the sodium chloride 58.5 gram per mole. Okay, so the mass of the 1 mole of a substance in gram is called its molar mass. So written in the gram is numerically equal to atomic, molecular and formula mass in mu. Okay, so same is, we have to say molecular mass of water, so 18.02, but we have to return mu. Okay, but we have, whenever say molar mass of water, so we have to write 18.02 gram per mole. Okay, like molecular mass of sodium chloride, so write 58.5 mu, but molar mass of the sodium chloride 58.5 gram per mole. Okay, the next topic is percentage composition. Okay, percentage composition. So percentage composition, see, the number of the entities present in a given sample, but many of time percentage of the particular element present in a compound is required. Okay, like in water, how much percentage of the hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so let us understand, taking the example of water. So water contains hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so the percentage composition of both these elements calculated as follow. Formula of the mass percentage of an element is equal to mass of that element in the compound multiply 100 divided by molar mass. Okay, mass percentage of an element is equal to mass of that element in the compound multiply 100 divided by molar mass. Okay, so mass of the element in the compound, like first we have to find mass percentage of the hydrogen. See, H2O. Okay, so 2 into 1 plus oxygen 16, so total is 18 mass of the water, molar mass. Okay, so first we have to molar mass of the hydrogen, so mass of the hydrogen, so 2 into 1 divide by molar mass of the compound 18 and multiply 100. So this is the mass percentage of the hydrogen, 11.18. Okay, then mass percentage of the oxygen, so atomic mass of the oxygen 16 divide by molar mass of the 18, so multiply 100, so 88.79 percentage. So mass percentage of the hydrogen 11.18 and mass percentage of the oxygen 88.79. Okay, clear? Then next example, see, percentage of the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in ethanol. This is the ethanol. Ethanol means 2 carbon, so C2H5OH. So molecular formula of the ethanol. Okay, so molecular formula of the ethanol C2H5OH. So molar mass of the ethanol 2 carbon, so 2 into 12.01 plus hydrogen 6 given, 5 and 1 6 into 1.008 plus oxygen atomic mass 16, so total calculate, so 46.068 gram. Okay, so mass percentage of the first, find the carbon. So carbon given 2 into 12.01, that is means 24.02. So simple way, small m divide by capital M into 100. Okay, so small m, that is means given the molar mass, so molar mass 24.08 divide by molecular mass, molar mass, so total 46 multiply 100. So this is the mass percentage of the carbon. Same mass percentage of the hydrogen, so hydrogen 6.10.008, that is means 6.048 divide by total molar mass, so 46.068 multiply 100, so 30.13% of hydrogen. Same as mass percentage of the oxygen, 16 atomic mass of the oxygen up divide by molecular mass 46 multiply 100, so 34.73% of oxygen. Okay, clear? So that is means after understanding the calculation of the percentage of the mass, we have to see what information can be obtained from the percentage composition data. Okay, then empirical formula for molecular formula. So next topic is empirical formula for molecular formula. What is the empirical formula? simple like water is. Okay, first we have to say definition. An empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. Okay, and otherwise molecular formula show the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. Okay, so see, like H2O, this is the molecular formula, but which atom present? Hydrogen and oxygen. So H and O, so this is the empirical formula. Okay, if the mass percent of various element present in a compound, so is known, its empirical formula can be determined. Okay, clear? So molecular formula can further be obtained if the molar mass is known. Say problem 1.2, based on the percentage. Okay, and then what are the empirical and the molecular formula? So first we find percentage. Okay, so see the problem 1.2. A compound contains 4.07% hydrogen, 24.27% carbon and 71.65% chlorine. So its molar mass is 98.96 gram. So what are its empirical and molecular formula? Okay, so first we have to find percentage given. So find the hydrogen, carbon, chlorine and okay, and molar mass also given. So you already known about. First we have to see 100 gram sample. We have to we are having mass percent. So it is a convenient to use 100 gram of the compound as a starting material. So in the 100 gram of the sample, above compound hydrogen given 4.07 gram hydrogen. So a percentage given, but we have to convert gram because we have to, as a starting material, we have to use 100 gram of this compound. Okay, so all percentage we have to write gram way. Okay, then second one, convert into the number moles of the each element. So first we have to find moles of the hydrogen. So moles given, gram, small m, formula is small m divided by capital M. So moles of the hydrogen, given mass. So given mass 4.07 and then molecular mass, atomic mass, actual mass of the hydrogen 1.008 gram. So this value come. Then moles of the carbon, given mass 24.27 gram and then carbon atomic mass is 12.01 gram. So this value come. Then moles of the chlorine, this is the given value, and then divide by molar mass 35.4553 gram of chlorine. So this is value of chlorine. Okay, then divide each of the moles value obtained above by the smallest number amongst them. So 2.021 is the smallest value. You have to in 3 between 2.021 values is smallest. So we have to divide 3 values by smallest value. So 2.0121 is the smallest value. So division by it gives a ratio of 2:1:1 for HCCl. Okay, so the ratio are not whole number, so they may be converted into whole number by multiplying by suitable coefficient. Okay, then after see hydrogen 2, carbon 1 and chlorine 1. So we have to write this formula empirical for carbon 1. So 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen, H2 and 1 chlorine. So this is the form empirical formula of the above compound. Okay, then after writing the molecular formula. So CH2Cl, it is a empirical formula. So 12 carbon atomic mass, hydrogen 1.008, so multiply 2 and then Cl 35.453. Calculate, so 49.48 gram. This is the molecular mass and divide by empirical form. Divide molar mass by empirical formula mass. Molar mass is molar mass of the 98.96 gram given in the question, and empirical molecular formula find 49.48 gram. So divide 2 is equal to small n. Okay, so empirical formula CH2Cl and is equal to 2. So molecular formula is calculate. So carbon 2, hydrogen 4 and Cl2. C2H4Cl2. This is the molecular formula. Okay, so again I explain this question. See, first given percentage in the question and molar mass also. So for empirical and then molecular formula. So first we have to consider total compound convenient to use. Compound starting material mass 100 gram. According to the way percentage, we have to write gram value. Okay, then convert into the number moles of the each element. So moles of the hydrogen, moles of the carbon, moles of the chlorine. So first we have to given mass, okay, and then divide by atomic mass. So this is value comes moles. Okay, moles denoted by small n. So small n value, okay, and then after small value divide by each. Okay, so 4.04 divided by 2.021, 2.021 divided by 2.021. So 2:1:1. Okay, so hydrogen value comes, then smallest value 2.021. So division by it gives a ratio of 2:1:1 for HCCl. So in the case the ratio are not whole numbers, then they may be converted into whole number by multiplying by the suitable coefficient. Then after, so according to the smallest value, carbon 1, hydrogen 2, Cl. So CH2Cl, it is the empirical formula of the above compound. Then after we have to writing molecular formula. So empirical formula we have to write 1 by 1 atomic mass and then multiply its number. So carbon atomic mass is 12, then hydrogen 1.008 multiply 2, and then chlorine 35.453. Then calculate. So this is the empirical formula mass. Okay, but find the molecular mass. First we have to this value empirical formula mass. Okay, so molar mass divide by empirical formula mass. Molar mass given in the question 98.96 gram. So divide by this empirical formula mass. So this value comes 2 is equal to small n. So multiplying empirical formula CH2Cl and then by small n 2. So molecular formula is C2H4Cl2. Okay, C2H4Cl2. Clear? Okay. Then next topic is stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculation. It is a very easy because stoichiometry is derived from two Greek words, stoichion. Stoichion meaning element and metron meaning means measure. So stoichiometry deals with the calculation of the masses, sometimes volumes of the reactant and product involved in a chemical reaction. That is means in a chemical reaction atoms are react, so we have to say reactant, and molecules are forms, we have to say product. So stoichiometry is derived from two Greek words, stoichion meaning elements and metron meaning measure. So deals with the calculation of the mass. So see this reaction, CH4 plus 2O2 convert into the CO2 gas plus 2H2O gas. So this is the combustion of the methane. Okay, this reaction of the combustion of the methane gas. So methane and dioxygen are called reactant, and carbon dioxide and water are called products. So all reactant, here you see gases and product also in the gases. Okay, so gases we have to write in the bracket. Clear? And solid we have to write a small l, s, and liquid we have to write small l. Okay, so the coefficient here you see 2. This is the coefficient for O2, and then H2O coefficient 2. So this is the coefficient before the oxygen and water. So it is known as stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, and coefficient for CH4 and then CO2 is 1 of each case. Okay, so they represent the number of molecules. CH4 1 molecule, oxygen 2 molecules, and carbon dioxide 1 and water 2. Okay, so taking part 1 molecule of the methane and 2 molecule of the oxygen taking part in the reaction, and then 1 molecule of CO2 and 2 molecule of the water performed in the reaction. So according to the above chemical reaction, 1 mole of methane react with 2 mole of oxygen to give 1 mole of CO2 gas and 2 moles of hydrogen water gas. Then 1 molecule of the methane gas react with 2 molecule of O2 gas to give 1 molecule of CO2 and 2 molecule of water. So your choice. Okay, otherwise in the liter base, volume base, we have to say 22.7 liter of methane gas, 1 molecule, react with 45.4 liter of O2 because 2 moles of O2. to give 22.7 liter of CO2, that is means 1 molecule, so only for this liter, and then 2 molecule of water, so 45.4 liter of water. Okay, if you write atomic mass and molecular mass, so atomic mass of the carbon 12 and hydrogen 1, so calculate CH4 molecular mass 16 gram. So 16 gram of CH4 react with 2 into 32 gram of O2 to give 44 gram of CO2 and then 2 into 18 gram of water. Clear? So from these relationship, the given data can be interconverted as follow. Mass convert into the moles and moles convert into the number of molecules. Reversible also, number of molecules convert into the moles and moles convert into the mass. So density formula is mass upon volume. Okay, density formula is mass divided by volume. Okay, clear? So mass upon volume is equal to density. Clear? Then next topic is limiting reagent. Many of time reaction are carried out with the amount of reactant that are different than the amount as required by balanced chemical reaction. So we have to balance, okay, reaction, it is necessary. So in such situation, one reactant is in more amount than the amount required by balanced chemical reaction. So the reactant which is present in the least amount get consumed after some time, and after that further reaction does not takes place. So whatever be the amount of the other reactant, so that is means the reactant which gets consumed first and limits the amount of the product formed, so therefore called limiting reagent. Main of the definition, the reactant which gets consumed first. You already known about what is a reactant, taking part in the reaction, which get consumed first and then limits the amount of the product formed. Okay, limiting amount of the product formed, so it is called limiting reagent. Okay, clear? So in performing stoichiometric calculation, this aspect is also to be kept in mind. Okay, so today I have to discuss atomic mass, molecular mass, mole concept, molar concept, percentage composition, empirical formula, molecular formula, stoichiometric calculation, then limiting reagent. Okay, so next topic I will be explaining in next video. Thank you so much.